Anthropic just started watermarking text outputs from Claude, and I think it's yet to be seen what this means for marketers everywhere. The watermark is invisible to a reader, but it is machine readable. Now, the trigger for all of this is that Article 50 of the EU AI Act, which became enforceable on August 2nd. Anthropic could have just limited this to Europe to be compliant, but they decided to turn it on everywhere. Reporting says the marks survive copy and paste, so they can show up even when Claude only fixed something as simple as your spelling. I don't know that this is going to have some kind of massive implication on your search appearance or your performance on social media or on LinkedIn or something, just because maybe you copy and pasted text. I think that usage of AI is now inevitable, and these channels know it. In fact, many of these channels are their own LLM or utilize their own AI system. I think it would be counterproductive for these industries to start penalizing because they identify that something was AI generated, because pretty soon almost everything is going to be AI supported or AI generated. And if it gets to a point where they start penalizing it in some way, then becomes the question of to what degree are we saying that this is AI generated versus AI influenced versus, if it's something as simple as like a spell check, is that content creator going to get penalized for that? I just don't see that happening.
I don't either. I don't think this is a bad thing. And I even reading the article here, it says that the absence of a detectable watermark doesn't mean content wasn't AI generated, which is also true. Just because there isn't a watermark doesn't mean it wasn't AI generated. I don't think, and I hope this really should not be changing a lot for anybody as far as strategy goes with their marketing materials, or even just content strategy as well. I think Claude and other AI tools are great resources and will continue to be such. I think it goes back to what we always say, and not to go forward with AI slop. I think you really should just have quality content, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, Google themselves has said now for, I think this was like a year and a half ago at this point, that they don't penalize AI generated content. As long as the content that you are creating is beneficial to the human everyday consumer, Google has outright said they're not going to penalize you for that. But slop is slop. And I think you're going to get penalized if you have low quality content, not just for the sake of if it was generated or assisted by, a Claude or a ChatGPT or, whatever system you want to use. So, we'll see what this means. I'm not very pessimistic on this one. Like, I'm pretty hopeful that this isn't a big deal.